Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpack Trader Training Room for Thursday, August 31st, 2023, end of another month. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and information purposes only. It is not to be considered individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds that you can afford to do without. All right, last session of the week, last session of August. All right, crude with a short, that's its second trade of the day. And we did trigger in. I'll take a look at the comments in just a moment, as soon as I get caught up here. Pound Aussie just hitting money management and target 1 from its first trade of the day. Actually, it's had 2 trades. Just barely hit money management on the short. And just hit money management. So I have more to catch up on now. Okay, pound Aussie approaching target 2. YM is in a short trade pre-market. It's gone too far, so that will not be a get in sync. And soybeans is just popped through its money management as the market opened. So that will not be a get in sync either. Russell just stopping out of an early morning trade as well. Unleaded, interesting morning so far, and we've got another trade here. 9 o'clock start, we pick up the long trade. Depending on whether or not you're using the 200 EMA trade or not, that would be a full stop out or very close to it. stop and reverse to short. If you're using that, it's hits money management, misses target, so a break-even stop out. Then we finally work our way over, pick up the long trade. That goes target 1 and target 2 in a small partial. Then we have another 200 EMA short. Goes back and forth, ultimately pushes down hard. Targets 1 and 2. And a nice trailer, trailing all the way down to 701. The entry was at 807, so 106 ticks on the trailer. Target 2 on pound Aussie. YM still pushing down. In the pre-market short. And soybeans picking up the add-on trade here for a short. But that target 2 in the big trailer will get you positive if you're using the 200. That's another 200 EMA trade. So if you're using that, you would be positive. If not, you would have taken this long, which was a full stop out, and be waiting for the next trade. So that one would have looked like this. There we are. And it looks like our earlier trade just stopped out on the soybeans, but we are in the add-on short. The YM popping back up. It's looking for our first trade. We had a short trade. I'm going to assume that was avoidable. Now we have a long trade on the micro Russell. Good morning to Pamela, Krista, Miles. Good to see everybody this morning. Pamela, if you'll drop me a note on Discord when you want to get together. I'm free until the Colombian session at 2:30 today, or I can do something tomorrow. Target 3 achieved on the pound Aussie. So this is a one and done day, very definitely. Crude getting to money management, stop at 82.66. Target 1, so in one and done session. Well, no, that's not going to be a one and done session. We have a full stop out for 18 tick risk, 36 tick loss. That is a 16 tick win. So we're down 20. Target 2 is 25. So that would get us positive. I should be available anytime after about 11 Eastern, U.S. Eastern. Get through my morning trading. Labor Day weekend here in the U.S. and target 4 on the pound Aussie. Stop to 559. So I think that's what, 4 p.m. your time? We're 5 hours apart. All right, that'll work. And we have a new long trade that also went for a full stop. That one probably avoidable. You're quite welcome, Pamela. I expect that one was avoidable. Spiked to the entry and then reversed. Crude testing the 50 EMA. Let's see if it can break down through it and get us to target 2. Good morning, Monty. How are you doing today? All right. Crude long, not crude, micro Russell long hitting targets 3 and 4, stopping out at 11.9. Back over him. Micro Russell back over 1900 today. Pound Aussie to 564 for the stop. Crude still at 82.66. Interesting, crude just off of its session high and unleaded pushing to new session lows. I wonder if that any of that has to do with the hurricane. It just came up right off the East Coast, dampening Labor Day travels. Affecting much of Florida and the southeastern Atlantic coast. which would be prime destinations for Labor Day travels. All right, looks like we did hit target 1 on soybeans, and most likely we stopped out on the trailer, but that will be a small profit and a one and done session. Pound Aussie, 569 it looks like. And a new short on the YM. Wasn't watching that. Easily hitting target 1, trailer at 076, YM back up over 35,000. Pound Aussie to 572 for the trailing stop. Crude to 82.61 for the trailing stop. Still unsure whether it's going to break down through the 50 EMA. We've had a couple of solid closes below, but then come right back up. This will be a one and done session on the YM. Target 2. Target 1 was less than 20 ticks, so we'd go to target 2 on that trade. 30 ticks to target 2. We're at 73. Target 2 was at 69, so 26 so far on the trailer. Short trade on the micro Russell that looks like it got to money management and stopped out for a break even. $5.74 for the Pound Aussie trailer, and crude stopping out at 61. And then heading back, now maybe it's going to break down, we'll see. It's been down here before. Looks like we got down to 46, so we really need to break that swing low. We're obviously going to have to break that swing low if we're going to get to target 2, but that would be a critical point if we can break below 46. A very good chance, and Pound Aussie stopping out at 578. So the Pound Aussie is done. And unleaded picking up a new long trade here. Bouncing off the new session low. Soybeans bouncing, the YM stopped out at 061 for 37 ticks. So 30 on the target, 37 on the trailer. A one and done session there. Crude needing a third trade. We're down. Now let's see, where are we actually? We got 61 from 68. We picked up 7. So we're down 13. Potential long trade. And now we're getting a crossover to short. If we close down, this is going to be we'll set up a short trade. And there it is, short trade on the micro Russell. And triggering in on the micro Russell. Need to get over to the micro NQ and see what it's done. Looks like we're going to take another, we may take another loss on unleaded. There's our trade on the short side on crude. 82.48. Money management and target 1 at 38. That would be 10 ticks, and we need at least 3 to break even, 4 to get positive. We are in that trade, and looks like break even on micro Russell. So we have a win and 2 break evens on the micro Russell, and we did take another full stop out. I would say that ends our session on unleaded. So we will go to the micro NQ, come back to 4 minutes after market open. It's up there, so we pick up a short, full stop out. A long is a full stop, and we pick up 3 quick losses. So that ends the session really quickly, in just over a minute. So some of those may have been too fast, or I'm sorry, in about about 9 minutes. 5 seconds. Yeah, no way to avoid that one. Same with that one. And I would say that unlikely to have avoided that one. So micro NQ with a losing session this morning. Noisy at the market open, and we're at session highs. And crude going for a full stop out on the third trade. So tough morning there as well. So what do we have left? Looks like the only thing we have left is the micro Russell, which is in a long trade. And lots of time to have gotten in that. Trade number 4, trailing at 10.3, target 3 achieved, so second win, 2 wins, 2 break evens. through four on the fourth trade. $10 a.m. crude mini session coming up in between 8 and 9 minutes. $10.9 and target 4. New short trade on the micro, on the pound Aussie, but we will not participate in that. We are one and done on the morning there. Fourth full loss and a break even on the micro NQ. Fifth full loss. Not a good morning on the micro NQ. 3 losses and we're done with our session. $11.2 it looks like for the 11.2 for the micro Russell trailer. Good morning, Mark. So you have a new computer, huh? $11.4 for the micro Russell. $11.9 it looks like. Yes, 11.9 for the micro Russell. And the micro Russell setting new session highs. Micro NQ also showing a long trade, trying to push up toward its session high again. It just set that about 946, or probably about 945. Yeah, 945, 30 or so. Well, good luck, and hopefully that things go smoothly with getting them up and running and in production. Yeah, new machines are always fun. Getting all the software installed and up and running to get them into production mode. In a business or in trading or whatever it is. Yeah. Been there, done that. All right, the only thing active right now is the micro Russell. We do have the 10 a.m. crude mini session coming up in under 4 minutes. Uh, 3 minutes to go. 12.9 for the micro Russell trailing stop. New session high is there. 1916.2 on the micro Russell. Looks like we touched. Oh no, we haven't gotten there yet because our target 1 is just up above session high. 564 flat on the micro NQ, but we're not in that trade. Our session on the micro NQ is done. Yes, you too, Monty. Are you going to be able to make the 2:30 Colombian sessions today? And Monty brings up a good point. Good, we'll see you there. Monty brings up a good point. We have a Monday holiday this week, so the crude inventory report next week will be Thursday at 11. So regular session on Wednesday, Thursday at 11 for the crude oil inventory report. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 9:30, Thursday at 11 next week. And we got to money management. Break-even stop on micro NQ comes to 547 3/4. All right, Mark, we'll see you there too. Of course, that is 2:30 Eastern. Not knowing where everybody is located. Of course, that's 11:30 for Troy, since he's on the West Coast. Micro Russell trying to push to its next bar. It's like probably about 13.4, maybe a little more. Yeah, 13.4. I might push that, bring that down to about 13.2, keep it off of that swing low wick on that bar. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Looks like the micro Russell is definitely running into some headwinds, pushing the new session highs, or pushing beyond the current session highs it's just set, and pushing up a little bit more. But obviously, judging by the wicks, it's a bit more of a fight at this point. 13.9 for the trailing stop on the micro Russell. And we are in the 10 a.m. crude mini session. Still flat, no trades at the moment. Crude approaching session highs, 82.92 for the session high. Micro Russell pushing up a couple more ticks. Having a tough time pushing up a whole lot. Pushing to new session highs. Micro NQ also pushing to new session highs. YM, the laggard of the bunch, down at basically its session open. It's like, yeah, about 150 points below its session high today, or actually this session. Let's see when, okay, that session high was basically pre-market open at 8:30, 8:32. Oh no, yeah, it was right at pre-market open, 15 seconds after. Then pulling back all the way to session open immediately after that, and just kind of meandering about since market open. 14.9 now for the micro Russell trailing stop. Session high now at 1918.2. Micro NQ stop, break even, stop out, missing, just barely missing target 2. Coming down right to the entry. And hit definitely in the short trade now. YM right at session open. And micro Russell also pushing down toward and stopping out. So that is the end of trade number 4 on the micro Russell. Looks like crude hitting 82.90. Now, will this be a reaction move on the micro Russell, or will it continue down? See what it does with the 22 EMA, that cyan line. This will be a crossover, so if we get the setup below 1914 flat, we will get a short there. If the closes, let's see where, and the open is 15.8. It's a 15 tick bar, so it'll be 14.3. And nope, the setup is going to be above the 22 EMA, so no trade. Setup would be at, let's see, I'm not sure if our offset is 1 or 2 there. Gotta go back and look. New session high for crude, 82.97. Entry offset is 2, so yeah, that's good. That the trade would set up at, or the entry would have been, and we did close the bar. The entry would have been 14.1, and the EMA was at 14.0. So that trade is filtered out by the EMA filter. Now let's see if we bounce off of this and continue higher. Still currently trying to push down. And still no trades on crude in our 10 a.m. session. Waiting and watching. Potential short trade on crude. Got a little overbought right there. Positive overbought signal. So we have a high at 86. So 74 would be our entry. All right, this is a crossover bar apparently setting up. Up close would give us a long trade on the micro Russell. Crude bar would close at 78. So trade would be entry with key level adjustment would be at 74. A normal 2-tick entry offset would put us at 76. Key level adjustment would bring us to 74. And we got up to 86 again. And we are at 79 on the downside, so 87 would be our close, and price would have to get up to 88 to close the bar. Price will have to get down as low as 77 to close the bar on the downside. "15 minutes in and no trades." And there is our trade at 74. Money management at 61. We did trigger in to the crude short. We'll have to see if that holds or not. NASDAQ and the Russell both sitting in session highs for the morning. The broader market YM is not. Now the YM is sitting at still just basically neutral at session open. Crude working to push. It's down through the 20 SMA. Now next step is work its way through the 50 EMA. And we can pick up both targets before we get down to that last significant swing low. And coming back up above the 20 SMA. Crude not very active this morning. We still have the 9 o'clock session trades on the screen on that small area. All three trades still on the screen on that small area. And we did not get an up bar on the micro Russells, so far no long trade. We still could do that if we get an up bar. And crude stuck between the 20 SMA and the 50 EMA at the moment. And now a short trade on the micro Russell, triggering in just now. Micro Russell pushing down below the 50. And bouncing off of it. Our stop up at 83.01 on crude. Not a lot of price movement on crude this morning. See what the 377 tick looks like. Quite a bit of activity on a lot of trading, but not moving the. Yeah. only going back to about 30 minutes on that size chart. So considerably more bars on the 377 tick. So we've got activity, just not significant price movement. And we get a stop and reverse long at 93. And triggering in at 93. And there is our trade. Short trade on the micro Russell was a full stop out. That's our first loss of the morning. We can take one more trade. That's 5. Two wins, 2 break evens, 1 loss. I will be right back. All right, back again. And crude hitting target 1. Stop to 82.94. So we got, whoops. So we go 74 to 93. That's in what, 19 ticks? Yep. Down 38. We pick up 13 on that one, so we're still down 25. And target 2 is 22, so we'll need another trade. All right. Possible long trade coming on the micro Russell. $15.6 for the micro Russell entry, and just triggered in. Final trade of the morning, long on the micro Russell. And stopping out on the break-even stop, so one additional tick. Down 24. Definitely was time to get into that trade on the micro Russell. Taking heat now. See you later, Krista. Good. Have a good morning. And we will see you at the 2:30 Colombian session. Colombian Sessions is part of the CEO Trader Mastermind group. Micro NQ in a sizable long trade. Big trade because of the wick on the bar, setup bar. New long trade on crude, and wasn't watching and didn't see that come through. Yeah, lots of time on that. Target 1. 17 ticks, so we're down only 7 now. Go ahead and take your stop to 83.02. Not going to leave risk on once we've already gotten a target. Even around the major key level at $83. Okay, looks like we've about lost my audience here. We have the long trade on the micro Russell and the long trade on crude. Both last trades of the trade plans, so I will try to stick around and cover those so anybody looking at the replay can see how those went. Stop at 83.02. Since we have hit target 1, I'm not going to use the major key level adjustment that'll push us down to 82.99. Major key level would normally push this to 82.99, but if you're not using target 1 and you haven't taken any profit yet, then I would keep the stop at 82.99. Go ahead and keep a couple of ticks of risk on. But since we already have taken profit, I'm not going to give back any of it. All right, Micro Russell taking heat. Stop for. I might bring the stop down to 13.1 on that. 50's getting mighty close, just 2 ticks below the stop. Try to hide it behind the 50. Yeah, this is a big enough trade. I would have taken, if I were trading it, I'd take profit at target 1, and then we have the break-even stop now at 568 3/4. All right, 83.12 for the stop on crude. That's 11 ticks. That's going to get us positive. We were only down 7. Still working for target 2, which is 28. So that would give us a 21 tick net on the session. And Micro Russell stopped out for loss number 2. Actually, no, if you adjusted to 13.1, we're still in this trade. As I mentioned, when the 50 came up that close, I would adjust around it. Still 83.12. And stopping out even at 13.1. So 2 losses on the Micro Russell. Our 2 wins were both, let's see, target 3 and 4 on both of them. So chances are we are still positive on the session. And crude did stop out at 83.12. So that completes everything. POQ on the 10 a.m. session. So I am going to call it a morning. Everybody have a good afternoon, good trading tomorrow. And we will see you again on Tuesday morning at 9:30 Eastern. So everybody have a good holiday weekend. Probably no trading on Monday, but good trading tomorrow. And we will see you next week. Have a good one. See you then, Mark.